Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Today, we're joined again by Adnan. Adnan, welcome.
Thank you, thank you.
So, we're going to do the match week 25. It starts on Saturday. Man United face Southampton. What do you think?
Man United versus Southampton, I think that will be a very tough game for us. And as a Man United fan, especially with Southampton, the way they played against Tottenham, they defeated Tottenham. So if we have to win, I think we have to just struggle because as you saw, the last game, Man United were creating so many chances, but we are not finishing. We are lacking on finishing. And our defense, especially Maguire, we have that weakness in Maguire. So this game will be a very tricky game. It will be a very challenging game. But I will go for a Man United just to win. A Man United lucky win. I will back the team. I will go with a 2-1, just Man United win.
Okay, let's move on to Brentford versus Crystal Palace. A tough game. Brentford at home, Crystal Palace in form. What do you think?
Yeah, and with Brentford, and they started the season really well. I think they are struggling in the last games. And if they have to win a game, they have to win this game against Crystal Palace. And also Crystal Palace are a very tough team to beat with their coach also, with their Gallagher and those players. So it will be a very tricky game. I think the game will be very competitive, but I'm leaning towards a Crystal Palace 2-1 win also.
And then Everton have Lampard and they face Leeds this weekend. Tough one. What do you think?
Yeah, that game is, and I think that game I will watch it because that game is a very, when Leeds is playing, it's always an entertaining game, a very entertaining game, especially now they are facing Everton. And Everton have lost, I think, Demari Gray because of injury. So, but they will play the likes of Dele Alli. I would like to see Donny van der Beek play that game. So it will be a tricky game for them. And the way Leeds played against Aston Villa, it was a very phenomenal game, a very entertaining game. So at this game, I might go for a draw. I'll go for a 2-2 draw.
Okay, Watford versus Brighton is next.
Watford versus Brighton. I think the way Watford are playing, they are not on form. They are really struggling. But I think they have a new coach and Roy Hodgson. So I will go for Brighton. This game, because Brighton's game mostly they end up in a draw. So it's hard to predict more than a draw. So I'll go with that. But I think this game they will win. They will win easily. 2-0 Brighton.
Okay, and Norwich versus Man City is next. The last game on Saturday brings back
Yeah,
old memories. What do you think?
yeah. The way Norwich are on form, they are playing really good football. And last game they played really well, although they drew. They are coming out of the relegation zone, but against Man City, it will be a tough day for them. It will be a long day for them. So I will go with an easy Man City win. Man City 4-0 win.
Okay, we move on to Sunday. Burnley versus Liverpool starts the day. What do you think?
Burnley versus Liverpool. I think Burnley, I don't like the way they play. Although they played in the second half against us really well, but there's something about their play that when teams like Man City and Liverpool catch them, I think it will be hard for them to come out. It is either they end in a 0-0 draw, but for Liverpool, I think Liverpool, the way they are hunting for the trophy, for the Premier League trophy, and the way they want Manchester City to just sleep. So I want to go for a Liverpool easy win. Will Liverpool 3-0 win?
And another big game, Newcastle versus Aston Villa. What do you think?
Newcastle versus Aston Villa, another very entertaining game. The way Newcastle played their last game, I watched some of it. I think I've watched the second half. Saint Maximin was incredible. Also, Trippier play, and you saw his free kick, the way he scored. It's really entertaining to watch. Felipe Coutinho for Aston Villa and Ramsey, the young kid. So it will be a very entertaining game. I like the way Aston Villa play. I like the way Newcastle are starting to play now. So I will go for a very entertaining. I will go for a just Newcastle win. I will go for a 2-1 Newcastle win.
Okay, and Spurs face Wolves. Another tough game. This weekend is full of tough games. What do you think?
Yeah, Spurs vs Wolves. I think I was happy that Spurs lost against Southampton, but now we are facing Southampton. And for them to have higher chances of going to the Champions League, they have to win against Wolves. But Wolves is not an easy team. But the way when they lost against Traore, I think that will have an effect on them. So players will not be scared the way they used to be scared of Traore. So I will go for an Spurs just to win 1-0 Spurs win.
Okay, and then another one. Leicester out of form. West Ham going on an amazing run. What do you think about this game, Leicester versus West Ham?
Leicester vs West Ham, I think the way West Ham are now looking favorites to the Champions League, and they have to win this game. The way Leicester are out of form, they are struggling, but also West Ham have the Katzuma headlines and all those incidents. But I think Katzuma, although he's affected, I think when he's playing the game, he looks focused and he looks ready to play. So this game, I will go for a West Ham win. I will go for a West Ham 2-1 win.
Okay, and we'll also do the Man United game in hand that will be played next week. Man United face Brighton. What do you think of this?
Yeah, that's a really tough one. Man United versus Brighton is a tough one. The way Brighton play and the way Man United are playing, I think Man United, the only player I'm kind of impressed with is this Jadon Sancho. The way he's playing, the way he's. I'm just seeing a small of how old Sancho used to look, but the other players, they are really struggling. And Bruno Fernandes is just trying to create so many chances for them, but they are all missing. Cavani is out of form. Ronaldo has not scored the last 5 games, but the thing about Ronaldo, he has a real good mentality, just kicks in once. So I'll go for this game is a hard game. I might go for a 1-1 game. I think that game is not an easy one. I'll go for a draw, a 1-1.
Okay, sticking to Man United, what is happening to Man United? What do you think will be the best solution, maybe in the summer, or what? Like honestly, what do you think about it in general?
For me, Man United to solve their problem is just so easy because Man United, if you watch their games, their main problem is Maguire and their midfield because the way Varane and Diogo Dalot and Alex Telles or Shaw even is they are playing, they're not that terrible. When it comes to the holding midfielders with McTominay or Fred, that's where they need to improve really well. So
But at the
that
same time, you guys loaned out Van de Beek, and he could have been a huge person in your midfield.
they see you have they, I think they have a problem with Van der Beek because I think they say he's too weak for the Premier League. That's their problem with him. But also the way Pogba and Bruno, I think they are creating. Man United are creating so many chances. I think they have to do some finishing courses. The way they are just messing around. And the last 2 games, although we drew and we lost against Middlesbrough, but I was actually kind of impressed with how we played, especially in the first half. Second half, I don't know what happened. They used all their energy in the first half, and second half, there's a new Man United that comes. But we will see what happens. I think they have to change the midfield and get a new and the new coach. I think is Ten Hag or Pochettino. I don't know which one, but the
Which
one
one?
which is better.
Okay, which one would you prefer?
Oh yeah, I prefer Ten Hag because I think he looks like a winner. I think we saw Pochettino, and although he plays my United style of football, but he makes players comfortable. I think players are not scared of him. So every player wants him because he will just make them play. The big players play every time. He will make the likes of Bruno play every time. But if the other coach for Ajax coach, he gives chances to other players, small players. So every player is just fighting for his position. Is not, no one is comfortable in their position. So one thing. There's a reason Man United players really want Pochettino, and I don't think it's because of he's a real coach and they will enjoy under him. I think it's because they will have more comfort under him.
Okay, apart from Man United, the top four race has become really entertaining game week, from game week to game week. What do you think about it? Who do you think will end up being top four or top four in general? What do you think about it?
The top four competition is really tough with Tottenham, West Ham, Man United, and every team. The thing is about it is every team has a chance. Every fan expect his team to be in the top four at the end of the season. With Arsenal fans, with the West Ham fans, and Tottenham fans, all of them have hope. But I think for me, I think we have a high chance for us to go there. But also, the team I'm really scared of is actually Tottenham, because although they lost their last game with Conte, I think when he just gets hold of number 4 at once, I think he will never let it go. With the way football he plays, he just defensive football, and to get him out of a number is just too hard. The way he plays, and also Arsenal are playing really good football. So Arsenal are really, but West Ham, I don't think West Ham will last that long. But the thing about West Ham is they are very unpredictable. They will just come out of nowhere. So it will be a really interesting race for top 4. I wish that Chelsea just comes back to it. I don't think Chelsea will be title challenging. I think they should just come back to the top 4 challenge so that it gets more interesting, because now they are ahead of us. I think they are ahead of Arsenal. If they win their game in hand, like 3-4 points, and if we win our game in hand, it's like 5 points. So it will make more of a challenge.
Yeah, I think Arsenal also have like 2 games. Two games. If they win, they'll be 2 points behind Chelsea.
Yeah, so that's what I want, so that the competition gets immersed, because now the total race is between Chelsea and Man City and Liverpool, with almost 4 points ahead of them, 4 points between them. So if Liverpool win their games in hand, so it will be an interesting one.
Yeah, it will be. I think that's it. Thanks for your time. If you're new here, like, share, comment, and subscribe for more. Follow for more as well. Thanks for your time, Adnan.